Yes.
They're covering up a serious crime. So they come out here and back it up by saying, the Commissioner of Police, that we place an inaccurate statement information out there. And at this time we are reviewing investigation taking place, all kind of, they're investigating lies. What rubbish the police talking, what a bombshell. And they're reviewing their system of communication. It's not the first time police force telling lie and being called out. What happened when the boy get murdered? They say he had a gun and was shooting at the police in Haslington, cold-blooded murder. Huh? And then when the gun planted the gun was not working. Hello? What happened over the river in Boston in Region 2 Essequibo? The police said that he had going to kill, attack. And lo and behold, the wife was right there. The man was naked in his bed, sleeping when they murdered him. But you remember the police put out a statement? So the police force on a mission to condone crime, and none of us are safe, including our children.
Exactly.
None of us are safe. So if you the home and feel safe and you got money, you lie. None of us are safe. Travis, this is not real time, you know. So don't come here looking at my face and think I must say I came here, come to take and talk. I come out here today because your kids must go home. And Ali must go home. Ali must stop with this Ferris wheel thing. I am so sorry. You will get justice. And you're reading a lot of statements. The president was emotional last night when he visited the family.
Lie. Lie.
And the police also.
Well, here, Brooms is emotional right now. Brooms intend to go with the struggle wherever it goes to bring an end.
All right.
Because justice is when we take it. Not when you look to them to give you poor people. Read this. Read it. No justice to the poor. A rich man child. Or we wouldn't have got to be out here under the street. Even if the child is dead by accident and they drunk, the whole pool with the empty one time, bum, 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 bum. Much less police to say don't go in. Help we like make sense. Help us make it make sense. Guyanese, these are dark days, and what I witnessed yesterday, because of the lies and the distraction of the Guyana police force, when that body appeared in the pool, and the family and community saw and witnessed that, Guyana could have been in a different place. Innocent people could have lost their lives. Many homes could have gone down. People worked their whole life to put a roof over their head. All of that, including their life, which is more important, that was in jeopardy yesterday. I myself, being there at the time, my life too was in jeopardy. Mr. Jacobus, you're a police? No, but are you a police, sir? Allow the police to do the police work. And you're telling me at the hands of the system that was there to serve and protect? Tell me. People could have started going mad, this dog gunshot, people to use all kind of situation. All kind of thing. Travis, you got it late. You couldn't even see behind the dark clouds for the road. So any hoobly-doobly could have taken place behind there. Because the police telling the people that the body not in there. And the body show up in there. More women come out. All these are babies yet.
I need justice for Jeremiah Gustav.
Yeah.
I haven't received no call from the president, nothing from this government, and I need justice for my son. Justice I need for Jeremiah. I don't want to hear nothing else from this government. I am not feeling pleased at all. Of course, now you're saying because we care. Priya Manchan, you didn't even reach out to me for say, oh, I give you my deepest sympathy, nothing, tal. Of a primary school child, what is that? And you expect people to come out and vote for you? Nonsense, man. need some sort of justice for my son. Now, how could you withdraw a matter with a guy with an unlicensed gun? Tell me, you withdraw him matter and he didn't even have the license for his gun. And he riding the road free. And my son lie down in a box. In a box, my son lie down. And I haven't received nothing from this government. This lackadaisical government. On behalf of this whole entire family and my son. I am not pleased at all. Look at that little baby that died yesterday. What is really wrong with these people? Nothing.
You're sick.
It's racist story.
Sick.
Nothing. This little 6-year-old had been shot last year, July the 9th. I try reaching out to him, no call. Everything, I don't want it back, you don't want it for God. Yes. This is what I saw. Nothing. I also think I am students to get
One get charged and one withdraw.
yeah, nonsense. How could you withdraw a matter and we come and open fire just like that? That's stupidness, man. I need justice for my son. I need it for my son.
You know, and these people are so convenient. People, you know, because we out here now on picketing, they now release that the officer who murdered the boy in London, we name some Kendall, that the charge, you know, with murder. Look when they put it out, they playing damage control. So when they say now, oh, we acting, we doing something, Kendall is the officer who murdered the boy in London. Right? Orlando Peters. Now today, after all this, look how long you take. Now you put out, you want to calm the people down. Oh, because like the young lady said, the government cares really like, because this ain't gonna stop us. Look when they put it out, they care.
They don't care.
It is purposeful that they put it out today.
Let me get some side.
Let me get a pathologist report too.
Both of them.
What
Both of
about
them
the
supposed to be charged. How could you withdraw a matter with a guy don't have a license for gun? Tell me, what type of government is this? He riding the road scot-free and me son lie down in a flipping box.
If you're now joining this broadcast, we're coming to you from outside the office of the president, where picket action has been mounted, calling for the resignation of the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Clifton Hicken, Commander of Region 3 Assistant Police Commissioner Mandal, and several of his top-ranking officers over yesterday's incident at Tushin on the east bank of Essequibo. Also on the picket line is the mother of Jeremiah Gustav, who was shot and killed allegedly by a stray bullet.
The commissioners go because like how you start now, right?
On the picket line mostly are leaders of the Assembly Liberty and Prosperity Party, ALP, headed by former government minister Simone Brooms.
We want to know what to the 6-year-olds. Because police, the girls say police intention nothing. So even on this picket line, 6-year-old. Blind, yeah, because he never used to see.
Blind, you don't see.
No, he just should never see him just as
fight today.
You think, Mr. Hicken?
Yeah.
Tell us your thoughts.
Go again.
Tell us your thoughts on this issue.
Yeah, well, Travis, I'm very much shaken about this issue to the core. Travis, we all were children until we grow and become an adult. And what has happened to Ariana on the West Bank of Demerara could happen to any of our children. And so that is why I'm so shaken. It's like a wind of death is blowing across our nation. We even come off of Linden so quick. And here we have over the river with Ariana. And there's so much things saying about what occurred here. Now, there are even speculation that it will be allegedly a police involvement in covering up a little child murder. You murder a little child and you're covering it up. And Ali's going to go to the people and try hugging him up and say, but you care and no sword going to have a turn. Ali, what happened to your partner? You don't got children? You don't got children? No, listen to this. Listen to this. I'm calling upon the entire Guyana. Baby, Bartica, Essequibo, Barbies, to come out and protest wherever you are. Because you never know when we're going to be Barbies tomorrow. Or you're going to be, it's going to be Linden again. Or it's going to be Essequibo again. And so I'm calling upon all civic-minded and law-abiding citizens to come out and protest. Now, I see Simona Brooms. I see Sister Simona with our party LP out here this morning. Where is the AFC? Where is the AFC? Where is the AFC? PNC, where are you? PNC, where are you? Aubrey, where are you? Bring out your people, Aubrey. Bring out your people, Nigel. Bring out them. We got to stand now. Don't think about 40, 60. You got to think about removing this evil regime from government. Remove the evil regime from government. And if you think about numbers now, this situation when the PPP gets back into office, it will be triple time worse. Because just the other day, you had Darrell Hall, you had Linden, you had her in Boston. You understand? And yet still it's continuing. So I'm calling upon the Aubrey and Nigel to unite. To unite, please, I beg of you. Unite and remove this evil government from power. I also would like to call to on the U.S. ambassador. The U.S. ambassador, the Canadian High Commission, the U.S. State Department to see what is going on in Guyana. Here is it a little child at 11 years old has lost her life and it is being covered up by the state, the police covering it up. What more do you want to see, America? What more do you want to see, Canada? I'm calling upon all of these states to denounce these actions, Travis. I'm very much worked up about this. And again, I'm saying, Aubrey and Nigel, y'all do something, buddy.
Thank you.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Me don't want to come. It's done too late. So what you coming to tell me? At this point in time, when he done that a week now, what you coming to tell me? Nonsense.
Enough is enough.
Even hearing from this mother, and they come like pushing back, pushing forward for the voices to be heard, because this mother said we've been traveling. Nobody hearing, nobody listening. Her son died, one in prison. They hold the boy, he went to court, the next one. They send him away, he said he got 9 months, baby. But a 9-year-old died.
The DPP said that they have enough evidence against him, so they decide to withdraw his matter and telling me that they can't charge two persons for one warhead. So I say I don't understand. Now if he don't have a license for a gun, how could you withdraw him after he don't have a license for a gun?
Well, the police there could ask them with things like this, you get charged for accomplice to murder. All these are police, including this one. It's not only until they would tell. So I need some help. Because you can't charge two persons for one murder. If it's not right. But what about an accomplice? People get charged for accomplice or just asking as a laywoman officer. Yes, sir. They'll be charged with the officer shaking their head.
But so why didn't charge him?
As an accomplice.
Now you riding the road scot-free like a man up and down the place. And my son just lie down like a straight jacket.
You could be judged, and then now they're saying the man get locked up and tell the magistrate that I got a 9-month-old baby and the man is scot-free for 7 months.
child.
And they're on the road up and down. Where are we going with this? So I
I
hope
need
that
some
because
silent justice
that's
for
why,
my son.
hold me, that's why I'm happy the police are here. And I'm happy intel will go and tell that we got some grieving mothers and family. Officer say asking y'all CID, report this, take this girl matter. Open this matter now, man. Oh my God, your son dead. You can't get back your son. But at least just investigate. At least. That's what you can't get your child. She ain't asking for blood. She ain't asking for money. She asking for truth. How she should feel safe. Because if somebody happen, she grieving. If something happens, she disappear. How could she be safe? Eh? How you gonna feel safe? So I'm happy for the police. Y'all take care of the police, but y'all gonna lose some weight, officer, because I can be out there for 1 whole month. Give me this card back here.
The person who's at the helm of the Guyana Police Force is the Home Affairs Minister, Robson Ben. Do you have any initial thoughts? Because the buck stops with him as well.
Well, listen, right now me ain't talking Robson Ben, I talking Afanali. He's the president. Is he going around? Not Ben. Is he up on the first wheel? Don't be worried. We take care, you're gonna get justice. It's not Ben. It's no less a person than the president. It's he and the commissioner of police talking. Is the police commissioner putting out wrong statement and come back and say that how inaccurate? Is the police commissioner lying to the public? He come out. He come out. And that is why we're here. Travis, we ain't carrying this target all about. We had enough. It's Ali be talking to. He is the lawmaker. He is the head of the armed services. He got the power to fight the minister and the commissioner. Hello? We ain't taking it from the bottom ladder thing, Travis. We ain't taking setup. We ain't taking setup. We right here in front of the president's office. Right? And right here we stay. We ain't shifting. Nobody don't shift me. Nobody don't shift me. We gonna write the diplomatic corps. We gonna engage. We gonna meet. We gonna lobby. I go in and meet with them. And I'm going to tell them because they're up on the ground, and I'm going to tell them what happened. I'm going to say, our ambassadors, even you and your people ain't safe in this country. Because when you got a police force that is lying and the president put a first wheel and saying that justice is going to come, and they ain't got no justice to the poor, we in shambles.
The president of condolence.
Straight message.
President of condolence.
As a former government minister, what should have been the initial reaction from the president following the false report issued by the police?
They should have gone home. And the minister should have gone home. And a lot of people should have gone home. Because we start from the press. Some Ramatar, who in charge of putting out all these misinformation. When he get fired, he would have come and talk and say, well, they instruct me to put it out. Because if he put it out, and Hickens guy need pride and decency and respect for this public, you don't even meet the president, they didn't mention the public. Before the president talk, he would have get fired. And the commission would have said, sorry, I resign. I have failed you, sir. I have lied and distracted the public. Man, listen, if I got to talk this thing 100 times, I'm going to talk it 100 times.
That's what you would have done if you were Home Affairs Minister?
May I remind you, of course, if I was Home Affairs Minister, it wouldn't happen. Because the commissioner would have known his job is dependent to his performance. On how safe is the public. On how you serve and protect the people. Not how you murder them and come out with murder charge here and there. Come on now. We're talking about governance. We're talking about serve and protect. We talk on people, you know what is this a crisis? They're trying to put people against every police officer, and not all the police officers are bad. A lot of them taking instructions, Travis. And Travis, this is being allowed and encouraged. Because Ali, before you even go to the family, you done the demand, done more than the demand, you would get charged. Investigation would have done right away. Everybody, we noticed in less than 1 day, we had a matter where the allegation was made against a minister. I never see a file fly to DPP so fast and come out to DPP office. So investigation don't take long in this country. What are we saying? File from DPP? That is this automatic like minutes. In this case now, when all this take place over the river, a woman may remind us, this man, Travis, you in the media, you all, the man that say he killed himself, killed 3 women, a woman, she mother, she sister, shot the brother in the face. Was it a licensed firearm? Travis, you want we start to talk about the failure of the government and the police force? Tell me about the one thing now. Travis is from one like to the next. And I'm saying it and I say it again. If they had respect and And if Ali wanted to govern and he was a good president, nobody, he would have traveled around the country and people would have said, sir, you ain't going nowhere. We are happy and we are safe. But you can't travel around the country to tell people, but justice don't come. Because these things don't happen to rich people. There is no justice to the poor. If this young woman here was a rich woman who would have murdered her son, shoot he dead, and she ran out there with a placard and a picture there. You think if she had money, that would have been it? That's what I tell you.
Me here hard. Me here hard, that's why they do it to me. If me here the straight, go with the left to the right. I'm here in the bus one. What happened over the river? I showed the government from bury the child plus give the family money. But with the black school now, like you see with girls, we got rubbish like me. They don't think of it. This is what they want. 8 months like they put up this never put up here. I'm gonna travel was saying something. And she walked at school and they wash come and walk. And the incident will happen. They don't leave her alone. And she mother need a pain. And I said her pain. They wash come. They got attention. If she gonna take more time from she job, she gonna take 1 month shift without no pay. No payment. They fail and they know what happens. Now she said the child was sitting there. Everybody was in the country. They must know that these things must not happen. What about preventing it from happening? I don't want to see it happen. I don't want to see it happen. I don't want to see that. And if he governs well, he don't have the police. They want to take a weekly without a salary and other money where you have to pay transportation. It is dangerous for the hospital. I got 8, 9 o'clock time waiting for you. Let it have a done for work. How they so hard is black people. Them crap.
Went? Andre,
make their voices heard. So they could
pull which phone? Mr. Zera, yesterday you were very passionate in your calling for the Commissioner of Police to resign, the Assistant Police Commissioner over the river, Mr. Mandal. Anything has changed?
I'm still a little passionate. I want to make things very, very clear, lest there be any misunderstanding. I am a mother that happens to be a member of parliament. I am a mother first and foremost. And I am out here because my heart bleeds. Because like my poster says, Adriana is our daughter. Because any one of us who have children, it could have been our child. And so I am renewing my call outside of the office of the president for Irfan Ali to require, you understand, to require the regional commander to resign, to call for the Commissioner of Police to resign. And I want to make something very clear because you see, I like to look at the psychology of what this government does. You notice Irfan Ali on his page has put up photos that he had an emotional encounter with the family. And in one of those photos, you see the father, etc., standing and smiling with the president. And you know why they deliberately put that up there? They put that up there to subliminally convey to the people of Guyana, oh, it's okay with us and the father. They're fine because he's smiling. But the whole of Guyana saw that man all day, all night, sleeping on the road. So we know better. But this is when I talk about how cynical and heartless this government is. They play psychological games with the people of Guyana. But no more, because we're going to call them out on it. We are going to call them out on it. Clifton Hicken, the Commissioner of Police, must resign. The regional commander must go. Irfan Ali is the commander of the joint forces. This is not just a fancy title. That power comes with a responsibility, and he is doing everything but fixing the system. Fix the system. I want to also say this. We are getting word out of Barbados this morning that the alleged pathologist may not be properly qualified. We got 3 or 4 messages out of Barbados just this morning. And so the government has to satisfy us that this person is competent to so practice pathology. We cannot have the cover-up upon cover-up upon cover-up. And I want to say to the people of Guyana, like I've been saying since yesterday, this is not about politics. We are not here to score political points. 3 women were slaughtered the same night Adriana disappeared. There is a problem. And if we do not understand that there is a problem, and if we think that we're going to reduce everything to PPP, PNC, AFC, then God help us as a nation. God help us as a nation. I want to publicly commend those establishments on the West Bank who have said, you know what, we're not opening, we're closing. Because this has taken a toll on us as a community, and we are closing our doors in solidarity with the family. That is the kind of bravery and the kind of courage that we need right now. And so I would expect that I would see Guyanese from every walk of life out here supporting this, because it is a just cause. It is a righteous cause. And Irfan Ali must understand that he has the power to remedy this. We are tired of thoughts and prayers. We're tired of sympathies, etc. It is unsustainable for a head of state to believe that he can run all around the country saying thoughts and prayers instead of fixing a broken system. The system is broken from Parliament come down. It is broken. And unless we, the people of Guyana, stand up and demand better, the government will always take the eyes to pass us. They will always feel that they could piss on our legs and tell us it's raining. And we have to put an end to that. The other thing that I've noted is that on social media, there are a number of posts, and I thank God for social media, showing a police officer with wet jeans. These things must be investigated. This is information out in the public domain. Showing him at a point in the building after the fire started. So people are now saying that the fire was started by police, that it was police that transported the girl's body to the pool, as evidenced by this police with his jeans halfway wet. This information is out there in the public. People need answers. And so we're not going to do the cover-ups. We're tired of the cover-ups. Adriana needs justice. Jeremiah Gustav needs justice. And we have to fix this system, because they came for the teachers. I wasn't a teacher, so I didn't say anything. They came for the members of parliament. I wasn't a member of parliament, so I didn't say anything. And we know how that ends. So every Guyanese has to stand up and speak up now.
Thank you. Thank you. Don't step back. MP Jones, it's been a while since I've heard your voice. You too are calling for the commissioner. Why?
No, Well, listen, not only why, we are now in about 4 or 5 years since the commissioner has been there. And essentially, it's almost on a weekly or monthly basis you have incidents of this nature. And clearly, it is as a result of incompetence at the very top of the Guyana Police Force. Take, for example, the statement that we saw emanating from the Guyana Police Force yesterday. I think it was you, Travis, who mentioned in one of your live broadcasts, and I too was asking the question yesterday. Let's assume that in some community, somebody saw this red and black ram torn up in a community and believe now that they are rendering assistance to a child that has been kidnapped. And they would have dealt that individual blows, whether the vehicle was in their yard, they could have destroyed that property and all this. This is information emanating from the Guyana Police Force. And then yesterday, you had a family member who recounted that it was members of the Guyana Police Force that indicated to them that they just saw the girl at a bush shed with a clear view of getting them to move from the premises. And then at that point, they also gave another description of another vehicle, a minibus, and they shared number plate as well too. And suppose similarly, if that vehicle turned up in a community, that vehicle and or individual in that vehicle could have suffered injuries as a result of what the Guyana Police Force put out there. Now, we always mention the fact that a snake rots at the head. And this is incompetence at the very top of the Guyana Police Force, including the Minister of Home Affairs should go home. We've had incidents like this throughout the past couple of years. Another point that I made to people is that for some reason or the other, it always appears that incident of this nature always happens when the People's Progressive Party Civic is in office. People say that you're going political. But as someone who in September of this year will mark 29 years of being involved in politics, I know what I'm talking about. You go back to the history of this country with the People's Progressive Party Civic inside, it is always mass murders, shooting, suicide, killing, kidnapping, you name it, corruption, cocaine and all of that. It is a stain with the People's Progressive Party Civic. So ultimately, if Guyanese truly wants to live in a country in which they feel safe, in which the rules of law applies to everyone, in which the Guyana Police Force go back to that state of being a professional force, as demonstrated when the AP and UAFC was in office, we have a choice to make in a few months from now. We could decide that, we either want to look at race and all kind of thing and vote any direction, but at the end of the day, this is going to be the result if the People's Progressive Party Civic is returned to office. It's like the point we keep making. When your neighbor house on fire, throw water on yours. A few weeks after the People's Progressive Party Civic came to office, it was the Henry Boys. And when the people in West Coast Berbice took to the streets, you saw a lot of people cussing them out. And then, a few months after that, it was the young man in Dartmouth Village, Essequibo, who was shot and killed in his bed. And then a few months after that, it was the young man up the East Coast, and it continues. When your neighbor house on fire, throw water on yours. And as MP Manza said, it is time that every single Guyanese, irrespective of your political persuasion and race, to lend their voice, because this fire is going to soon reach your house or your family, God forbid.
Thank you.
It is not a good thing for a country. And so today I come to join this protest in solidarity with the parents of a precious angel, Adriana Young, who had just finished writing her National Grade 6 assessment and was hoping to be placed at a school. And you know, who knows who she could have become in the future. Perhaps she might have been a Minister of Education. She could have been an attorney at law. She could have been our AG. We don't know what the future would have held for her. But it is so sad that the light was shut suddenly. And so I feel it with the parents, and that is why I decided to come here this morning to stand in solidarity, to tell the world and to tell Guyana that we have to stand up in unity. One positive thing that came out of the protest and all that happened yesterday was that people were able to come together. They forgot all their differences, their political affiliation. They put aside that and they came forward, and I like that. That reminds me of standing together, or in unity, we stand strong, and if we divide it, we will fall. You know what came to my mind this morning? The double tragedy. One that happened at the Doubleday Hotel, and then the other one that happened on the highway, where 3 women were slaughtered, a brother injured, and then the perpetrator killed himself. Too many lives are being lost. We cannot look to human beings at this time. We cannot write letters and stretch to human beings. There is a God, and we have to turn to God. Our nation at this time needs prayers, God, and we have to put faith in Him. So even as we come out to protest, I want the people to have hope in God, because He oversees all. We may try to hide, the perpetrators may try to hide and blame others, but God, an all-seeing God, He will bring justice.
While we seek hope, Ms. Hastings, you think it's time for a change in command in the force?
Well, of course, yes. The government is fixing everything. It's trying to fixing the roads, fixing the bridges, fixing the airstrip, trying to fix everything, but they're not fixing the system. There is a breakdown in the system. The country is becoming more and more lawless. And so, if they are serious, they have to start. I am in agreement with those who are saying these people who are involved have to step down. The police has failed us not 1 time, not 2 times, not 3 times, but many times. Many, many times. So it is time for them to go.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Hastings. So this is the scene outside the office of the President, where picket action has been mounted, calling for the resignation of the Commissioner of Police Clifton Hicken, Assistant Police Commissioner Mandal, who is the commander of Region 3, Tushin there, where the incident occurred, and his other top command of the Guyana Police Force.
Those are not the first one. A woman was killed by her husband in front of a little baby, and then we had another woman who was killed, I guess, who was